are on one side, like they have just as much emotional stake in their side, you know.
Yeah.
And for us to pretend like that's not real, or they're just lying, or they're evil, or whatever is terrible.
Yeah.
If you're deaf and you just hear Cuddy moaning, you start moaning yourself. They both would be moaning. You know what I mean? Or humming. No, he doesn't moan. He hums. I'm sorry, Cuddy. I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
Don't hate on Love Island, bro. They have a strong.
Oh yeah,
they have a strong. We love Love Island. We love it. I love Love on a Spectrum. Continue.
You watch it too?
Well, Steph watches it.
And you watch it?
I'm sometimes sitting there.
Okay, this podcast is over. Okay, we're back. Back, even though we were back last week, but we're back again. We are starting the podcast back again. This is episode number 1. All the episodes are in the darkness, in the void, in the black hole. They're gone. I don't know where they are. Somebody deleted them. It wasn't me. But if you're listening, thank you for coming back to listen, even though we've been gone for a really long time. Make sure you hit the description. There will be links to the Clips channel, which will also have shorts and a lot more clips. Because I don't think last time we did a lot. I don't think I did a lot of clips on the Clips channel, but we're doing that because I know people have short attention spans and you want to see 5-minute clips. Hit that link at the bottom. Hit it on social media.
5 minutes.
2 minutes? Is that better? Okay, 2-minute clips.
That's a whole
on
video.
the Clips channel.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be where anybody is listening to Spotify, any platform where you listen to podcasts, it will be there. And make sure you share if you're watching this on whatever. If you see us on Instagram, share the clips. This is our new setup. And yeah, welcome back. And I'm with Felix and Chris, 2 of the 4. How are we going to have 4 co-hosts? I don't know, but we're going to do it. So hello, guys. Felix, I'll cheers for you.
What up? Yeah, water.
Yeah.
Happy dad.
Water and happy moms.
Capri Sun.
There is a happy mom, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, really?
It's raspberry.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I kind of told you guys like what happened with the last one. So we filmed one last week, and listening back, there was like technical things I didn't want to get rid of. But there's also like a different aspect of it that why I kind of didn't want it to be the first episode. I think that like with the podcast, I have like, you know, like a certain idea of like what I want it to be. And I feel like having the first one be like, you know, this chaotic, like, because it was a little chaotic,
Yeah,
you know,
a
which is
little.
okay.
A
like,
little.
You know, it was just, but like I have an idea, you know, of how I want the podcast to be, like what the main, like what you're coming to listen for, you know. And it's not, obviously we're still going to be ourselves and it's still going to be funny, but I didn't want to like roll it out like that immediately, you know.
First impression.
Yeah, first impression and I think like a few episodes in, I'm down for that. But I do have an idea and like the vision for the podcast that I want to represent like immediately. And, you know, I don't want to add like, I appreciate the brain rot of the internet, you know, like things are funny, but that's not what I'm trying to do with the podcast. You know, I don't want us to be brain rot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there is podcasts. I mean, it's entertainment regardless. Like if you want to do that type of podcast, like it's fine. Obviously, if it's funny, it's funny.
Reality TV.
Yeah, it works. Obviously,
Love Island.
yeah, that kind of shit works. But
Well, be careful, bro. We don't want need that kind of heat
Don't wanna-
already.
don't wanna
Episode 1.
offend anybody.
Don't hate on Love Island, bro. They have a strong. They have a strong. We love Love Island. We love it. I love Love on a Spectrum.
I don't love either of those, honestly.
What? It's good. Continue.
You watch it too?
Well, Steph watches it.
And you watch it?
I'm sometimes sitting there.
Okay, this podcast is over.
It's really funny.
We'll
and
see you
stupid.
guys later.
There's
But
a hot chick from Arizona, right?
I don't know.
Is there?
dude.
That's all I
Not allowed to.
that's all
Not
I
allowed
heard.
to have opinions on that.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that right now. Actually, that's a good topic to start with. But yeah, so moving forward, you know, I want to have just better conversations, serious conversations. I don't want it to be just ridiculous, nothing. But I think what we're gonna do is, because we have boys' nights, you know, almost like monthly, is we'll do boys' nights, and I will create it like a different segment you know, so that we can bring the chaos. And because you know how Joe Rogan does like protect our parks, or like the Sober October, or what's the other one does? The fight companion. Yeah. So I'm gonna do something like that to where like it'll be the main podcast, and then it'll be like boys' night number 1, and then we'll come in here on a weekend, we'll drink, and you know, and wherever it goes, and that alleviates the pressure of me being like, I need this podcast to be, you know, of a certain quality.
Yeah.
Because like I think of it like the podcast is kind of like the business, you know what I mean? And then like each episode is the product, and I want the premium products. You know, there's a lot of podcasts now, so we got to compete.
Yeah.
And there's some other stuff we're going to do with other podcasts, but we'll talk about that another time. But let's get back to that Love Island thing. Shout out to Love Islanders. Karina watches Love Island too.
Okay.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
crazy. I'm like one of the last people that. I don't watch it, bro, at all.
I don't say anything.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't say, Karina watches. I mean, every woman watches it apparently, and men apparently. Do you actually watch it? Or are you just like hanging out and then it's like there?
I'm hanging out and then it's there and then I'm like, what the hell? And like the guy will say something like, I'm like, what the hell did he just say? Or like the girl will say something and I'm like, wow, she's really off base. And then Steph will be like, you have no idea. And then it's like, now I know every like connection between, well, she was dating Jim week 1 and they were really in love. And then this happened. And then now they're together. And then she's going to probably not get married to him, even though they proposed. And he's super in love with this other girl. And I'm like, what is going on right now? And now I'm kind of invested, you know, and then she shows me like, then there's a scene that shows exactly what she just like highlights what she just shows. And I go, oh yeah, he's really wrong. You're right. She's terrible. And I make an immediate opinion on them and I know everything about them in just like 1 second. I'm like, yep, you're right. 100%.
Yeah.
It's just really funny how like that works.
I feel like that kind of that's happened to me too. You know, because if they're sitting there, like she's in the living room, you know, and I'm just like, well, I'm not doing nothing right now. And I just sit down for a little bit next to her and I'm just like, well, what is she crying about?
Yeah.
You know? And then you kind of get a little background info, but I can only take like a few minutes of of that shit.
Oh yeah, that's literal brain rot. Like that's brain rot. I'm sorry guys, but it is. But it's wild how like those shows catch on. Like, and it's always like the love shows where like The Bachelor or Flavor of Love. Remember
at least this one seems like somewhat kind of like you guys know the idea of it.
Yeah, but they all hook up with each other.
That's what
like premise.
That's what bothers me. I mean, kinda, not really. It does actually. The like idea of like you're just making out with this person this day and then tomorrow you're like, it's just I don't know, bro.
My thing is like
I'm not like a Christian man, you know, but it's just.
I mean, I whatever floats your boat, like. But my thing is like. The people that watch it are the same people that would never do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're not into that. They're not down with you going and hooking up with their friend or somebody else. And like, I'm like, dude, this is everything you speak against and you hate and you talk shit about like girls or hoes for doing this or guys or whatever. But you're so entertained by it.
Yeah.
That's the part I don't get. And I'm like, you guys are hypocrites. Everybody's a hypocrite that watches that shit.
Yeah.
Unless you're about it.
I think it's more of like to me, I'm like very if I think about it, if I put myself in their perspective, I really don't like war or killing or anything, but Call of Duty is a lot of fun. You know what I mean? I'm kind of against that idea of it. Like I mean, you can have your guns and do whatever, but like that in general, but the playing it, you know what I mean? Like experiencing it from that perspective is kind of fun. Even though if it really happened, I'd be like, fuck no. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, but that's like, I mean, it's interactive. Like you're kind of,
and they are too. They're like gossiping
with your friends.
They're gossiping
online. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
I see your point though. That makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never liked any reality shows like that though. I just feel like the idea, like just watching it, is just like, what am I watching right now? It's funny too. She's watching them. They're always like in bathing suits. They're always like half naked, and I'm like, I haven't seen them in a pool once.
Right.
Every time I pass by, they're just like on a couch. They're just in bikinis and trunks and I don't know. There's got to be something. There's something because women love that stuff, you know. I mean, obviously men are watching the show now too, but there's something in the woman's brain that is like, I don't know. Is it the drama? I mean, if you're listening right now and you're a woman, tell us what it is that is so fascinating about it. That's a clip right there. If you're a woman watching Love Island, why are you so fascinated with that drama when you would not participate in that kind of lifestyle? Let me know. And if you're a man, I honestly don't want to know why you're watching, but it just doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing as like true crime. You know, people are like super obsessed with like murder and stuff. Like they probably wouldn't ever do that or probably even get close to a body or anything like that. But just like the idea, like the fascination of almost being able to experience it without having to experience it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you get to like see the drama through like that one girl that you're watching's perspectives crying, but you don't want to be that girl or have your best friend be that girl because then you're actually like hurting. You can kind of experience the part of the emotion you want to without like the other side of it, right? The repercussions or whatever. You're just like, oh, that happened to her. And then you can disconnect when you're ready to turn off the TV kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
I always wonder too if like there's like a this is gonna sound pretty funny, but in my head there's like a part because I see Karina watching it, you know, and I'm not saying anything. She's gonna listen to this, babe. I'm not saying that you want to, but in my head, like I think like are all these like, is there some part because when you watch things like a lot of things we watch is like you live, you know, like vicariously through them, you know. And I always wonder, like, are all these women because they like want to live vicariously through this, like in this like romance, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, what I comment down below if that's not correct.
We need to understand.
What do you, yeah,
I think that makes sense.
And
maybe it's their UFC or like their boxing or I don't know.
Yeah,
they,
but
I know they don't understand.
You want to imagine.
I mean, you want to be the greatest. You want to be a gladiator.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying
boss,
for that.
like,
but like for Love Island, you want to imagine that like all these men are fighting for you. I guess.
Yeah. I think the idea, like, think about that whole idea of like, we all know this, and this might be more of something that's just like shared between people. I'm missing the word on it, but like, if I say like if I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then I like girls or guys want you more, right? When you're taken, people want. It's kind of that. I think it's kind of that idea where it's like, oh, all these people are fighting for each other, but I'm with Chris, you know, but that girl wants me. And now it's like a little, ooh, like they both want me. They both want to fight with me. And then maybe a third person's jumping in and now you kind of feel like that type of way, you know, you're like super wanted by everybody, but everybody's wanted because they're all super like good looking, you know, like they select people for that show.
Yeah.
They don't just have like, you know, Joe Schmo on there.
Yeah.
Everyone has like a 6-pack and like, so it's like that everyone's kind of wants each other and it creates that like really weird dimension or like tension because there's like some people that have like really strong egos and they have to be like the center and there's other people that are like more down to earth and it just, I don't know, it creates that chaos. And I think that's kind of the whole appeal of the show is like, what happens when you do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's calculated.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And it's also weird to even like to go on the show.
Yeah, that's
you know what
weird.
I mean.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
that to me is crazy.
Because some part of you wants the attention. You know, like the. I mean, we're doing a podcast. We're doing it for attention. You know, so I like get it. You want some kind of like notoriety, I guess, on the internet or wherever, but also you want to find love, or which one is more? You know what I mean,
dude? Nobody on those shows. I mean, you can probably Google it and see like, there's no success stories.
There are. No, there's some.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty because I think on those Love Island ones, on this one specifically,
there's somebody that got married or something.
The very end of the show is them getting married, and then you choose at the end whether you basically say I do at the altar or you don't.
Right.
You're thinking of a different show.
No, but that's like The Bachelor, right? Like
you're thinking of
because I've watched The Bachelor, and that's what the whole thing is to get married at the end.
Yeah.
And so it's like a guy and like 30 girls, and they're all fighting for the one guy.
Yeah.
Which is wild, but like sometimes they do get married, but then months later you see it in the news on TMZ. They're like, oh yeah, that was they're done.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I mean. The success stories don't last. Like
I see.
You know, like it's not a lifetime thing where you go on TV and be like, yeah, I met your, like, imagine telling your kids like your kids are like, yo, where'd you meet my dad?
Yeah, bro, I was I
changed the channel.
Wait, why is dad kissing that chick and you just kissed him?
I
like,
watched
what?
I watched one of the scenes where I was like, I can't. they were doing some kind of like competition where they were like milking these cows things, and milk was coming out of their mouth, and they were spitting it out of their mouth into the other person's mouth.
What?
And like,
Diddy party?
Dude,
What?
I don't know what was going on.
Wait,
there.
This was on Love Island?
It was on Love Island, yeah. I'm sure whoever's listening, if they watched it, they saw
What
that.
are you guys watching?
Yeah,
man?
I don't know, man.
That's some freaky shit.
But we're just talking about on the podcast. I let Karina enjoy it. Okay, she can enjoy what she wants to enjoy.
Yeah.
That's fine. I enjoy what I want to enjoy. It's all part of life. But we're just a little curious, you know. Don't quite understand it, but will we ever understand it?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I did watch. I do the one love show that Karina watches that I actually don't mind watching is Love Is Blind. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, that's the one that I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. That's not Love Island. Love Is Blind is the one that I
yeah.
watched.
At the end, they figure out if they're gonna say yes or no. They talk, you know, behind the screen for a while and get to know each other. And meet each other. Yeah.
That's sorry, I mixed up Love Island. That one actually kind of makes sense because it's like, oh, okay, I see. They put like a little thing here where like,
yeah.
You're right. Love Island is the crazy one where they're all like in like a frat house almost, right? And
Yeah.
like, yeah. Okay. That I was gonna say, wait a minute. Love, I don't think they're making out.
Oh, so this whole thing were you thinking about this whole time? You thought
kind
we were
of.
talking about Love Is
I like
Blind?
blurred both.
Oh, you mixed them both. Yeah, I
mixed them
guess
both
they're
a
all
little
kind of
bit.
the same thing.
Yeah.
But Love Is Blind, I'm a low-key a little interested in it. It's interesting.
That's what I've been watching. Yeah, that one was like, oh, okay. He's like, oh, talking to this girl, but saying this shit to this other girl. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
And then
The Flavor of Loves back in the day were good.
that was
Those were
the
good.
starter. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like the one that started it all.
What was the girl's name? When they got in a fight and spit on somebody.
Oh yeah, New York.
New York. Yeah. And then she had a show, right? I Love
Yeah,
New York.
She got her own show.
Yeah.
That's how it is. I'm saying like, and then Hoops, she got with him, but she didn't stay with him. Like it's crazy how fast they just bounce.
Yeah.
It's all for them. Like especially the chicks for whatever reason they're in and out. Like it's Flavor Flav.
Yeah. We'll put a picture of Flavor Flav right here. So
Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big ass clock and shit.
It's probably doesn't have that clock anymore. But
He did
carry it.
he did the national anthem.
What?
He like sang the national anthem at one of the NBA games.
How old
course
is he
he did.
now?
Yeah, I don't know. He's probably like in his 60s.
60s, yeah. That sounds very
His clock is running out.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That was good. I've heard Love on the Spectrum is actually really good.
For that
It
too.
is.
Like people that
You watched that
Don't
one too?
like
I've seen a couple clips of it. It's
heard
actually
it's-
kind of like
I heard it's like a comedy almost.
It
like
is, it
unintentional comedy, but it's actually really good.
That one is they're like autistic or what?
yes, and then it's Australian.
Australian autistics. That's a good mix right there. Living down under.
Yeah.
Is there kangaroos on that show?
I don't know. I haven't seen all of it. I've just seen some clips on YouTube of like the shorts.
Yeah.
Of like the.
Yeah, I've never
scenes.
seen any clips of it.
Oh really?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen any clips.
Me neither.
Just those pirating channels that steal shit. They just post it and it gets reposted from TikTok
Yeah.
or something.
It just goes everywhere.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's crazy how fast that stuff happens now. How so many accounts have like outdoors clips, and it's just like different channels that do outdoors, and they just steal their clips and
Yeah.
get millions of views on their thing and monetize their channel. And I'm like, man,
Yeah,
they get away with this.
The faceless pages.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
what
dude,
the
they
heck?
make thousands of dollars too. Some of those pages. There's a funny one that I saw. It was like an Arizona gram or whatever it's called. Like there's an Arizona page, and it was like there was like a huge accident on the freeway, and they were like, it's a faceless page, so they stole that. I mean, they took that video and they posted it on their page, and I looked at the comments because they were like the caption was like, this happened a couple hours ago. Does anybody have any information on it? And then the comments, somebody's like, you act like you didn't take the video, like you should know it. You were there. And I'm like, bro, like you guys really and then there's all these people commenting and liking it. Dude, it had the most likes out of all the comments. Like I was like, are you guys for real or are you guys fucking with me?
That's funny.
Like some people really don't get that there's like faceless pages.
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah, but nowadays they're doing that stupid crap where they have the video and then they cut it in half and put another video of some guy like nailing a hammer into the ground or something, and I'm like, what is this?
It's the most random shit
It's
ever.
so annoying. Or it's like
Yeah.
Neil Tyson talking and then like some random crap happening below.
Yeah.
I'm like,
There's like a racing game at the bottom. Yeah.
yeah. Or there's just a person in the corner just like making expressions and
Yeah.
just the whole time you're just like, dude, what?
oh yeah, it's one of those life hack videos. That's like the worst life hack videos ever. And
Dude,
that and then
I
like
don't-
something else with music, and I'm like, Who created this
Those-
monstrosity?
I get
the
caught
life-
watching all those all the way to the end
Yeah.
sometimes,
Hate
and
them.
now I like just try to go to the end and like skip because I'm like, dude, I'm gonna sit here for 2 minutes, 5 minutes
And
watching
nothing's
them
gonna
make
happen, yeah.
something stupid that I'm never gonna use, that they're never gonna use. They
Yeah.
you can't use it. It's
No,
just
thank
dumb
you. I
shit.
get rid of those.
Those brain rot videos are kind of funny.
Those are brain rot
Yeah.
for sure.
They'll be like, "This is how you clean your toilet," and then they're just like dumping like just ketchup and just like stuffing toilet paper rolls in there and then pouring like bleach on it, just something random. And you're like, it's just so stupid, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, there's one that I'm like I watch every time I see it. It's like this page that has like a crush, this like metal thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
crushes things.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
I watch them all. I like scroll and wait to like I'm like what is because they're like crushing batteries and you're just like
Yeah.
how is that what's gonna happen to it, you know?
Those ones are pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just too.
Do you guys think the internet is full of? Because, I mean, all the algorithms are kind of like, they will work in your favor, negative or positive, really, what you're paying attention to. If you had to guess, though, would you guess that the internet is full of more brain rot or more knowledge, more wisdom, information?
I think before social media there was nothing but knowledge.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, now it's probably
I mean, there's a lot of data.
dude, everybody has a phone in their pocket. Everybody has a camera. Everybody has Instagram. It's just there's probably more brain rot than knowledge. And
More brain rot?
then misinformation. So people think it's knowledge.
Yeah.
But it's intentionally put out there to like confuse people. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a tough one because there's. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're trying. If you're saying like video for video, picture for picture kind of thing, then yeah, I think there's more brain rot.
More
Just
brain rot.
because if everyone posts one video, that's billions of videos versus like all the data the government collects on like traffic accidents or whatever. That's you know what I mean. That's one source or multiple sources getting that versus a billion people share like one super popular video and now that's spread out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Multiple times on multiple platforms. So I think that's the case. I think it's just in our instance, I think it's just more accessible. The brain rot. It's just so easy to find it anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Where it's now so hard to know, like, is this actually what I'm seeing is true? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually when I see something like that, now I have to like go on like multiple sources to be like,
Yeah.
okay, I saw this like plane crash, and then is that fucking AI? It doesn't look like it is. Let's go to another video.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's on like CNN and on this. Okay, it's probably actually happened, right?
Yeah.
Because like it's just so inconsistent, and there's so many different things saying, one article says this, one thing says this, one news source says this.
Yeah.
So I think you're right with misinformation and the brain rot and all that. It's probably more, but there is still good out there.
Yeah, because I like
For sure.
I see like a lot of people will complain about the internet and like and have all this like negative perspective on it, and it's when you say the internet, you're talking about your social media apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not talking about everything else.
Yeah.
Where you can go learn or whatever. But also, I feel like people don't utilize the like don't show me more of this button, or the I don't like this button. They don't utilize that. They're just like they share it and they're getting more and they share it. Like I need a break from Instagram because there's so much negativity. Well, stop engaging in the negativity. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like, I do that all the time. Every time I see something, I do not like this or what I forgot what it says. This post makes me uncomfortable or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what I do on all of them because if you don't, you're just gonna then that's when you want to break because you're seeing all this terrible shit. Like my mom, my mom will click on like negative news stories, and then she'll get more of it. And now she's like all stressed about the world. Like you just don't click on it. Click you don't like this, and you can cater all the apps for the most part.
Yeah.
To, give you more lighthearted stuff or entertaining stuff or informational stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, Danny, shout out Danny. It's not like his discovery feed.
Just freaking NFL clips and big booty bitches. That's it. There's no in between.
We did a thing we were showing because we were talking about this. I think in our chat we were talking about just social media and how being bad, and it's like Instagram's all of this. I'm like, and then I was like, well, show me your Discover page. You click Discover, it'll show you posts that are like things that you're interested in, things that you're probably liking or sharing or commenting. And Danny sent us his, and his look like Pornhub.
Front
Bro,
page of
that's how-
Pornhub. Yeah.
I don't. Your guys never look like that.
No, dude.
No,
That's
because
wild.
like I said, if I see one of those big booty bitches or whatever girl in a bikini, I click this post.
Bro,
It makes me
it
uncomfortable.
took so long for it to go away.
Yeah.
Like I was doing that where
Yeah.
I was like not reporting the post, but I was saying like I'm not interested.
Right,
in it.
right.
And dude, I would like refresh my For You page, and then it would just
Yeah.
still be littered with like reels of chicks like changing. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't. When the fuck do I ever? That's not in my algorithm. I
Yeah.
don't just watch girls change.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
He's not, is he? He's not doing that.
Yeah. No, but dead ass. Like, I don't understand.
No,
And then
yeah.
I talk to people at work, and everybody's like, "Dude, is this happening?" Like, they'll be on their phone and be like, "Yo, it's most. I mean, it's all guys, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
girls don't get that, but
Yeah. I think
I don't know. It's so weird.
You do have to, like, because there'll be like a day where that happens to me. You know, I
yeah.
refresh it and it keeps doing
Yeah,
that.
it's random.
and I have to keep trying. And then you also have to, like, because I never used to like stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, I would just watch stuff,
Yeah.
and then share it, but I never liked it. So I'm like more conscious of liking things that I know of, like like a comedy,
Yeah.
stand up or whatever. Like, I'll like that, so that way it gives me more of that. Mm-hmm. So I think you have to do like a combination of. You have to
Yeah.
like put in work.
Yeah, exactly.
You literally have to put in work to get the stuff
change
you
your
want.
algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This post, I don't like this, like this, like this, like this, share this, because I had to like, I would just go through and like motivational stuff, like book recommendations, and and then click this post makes me uncomfortable, and it took a while, but for the most part it works. And I think what happens with the girls is like the way the algorithm is. It's not only like what you're liking and sharing, but it's also like from the creators. Like the algorithms working from the creator's perspective, like, okay, this girl's posting this video and it sees the profile of the people that are liking it, so it's saying like, oh, all these men that are 35, 18 to 35 are liking this. Let me show it to another 18 to 35 year old.
Yeah.
And that's
So
why
they're pushing it.
that's why we're getting it too, even without us trying, because we're men of God. So we're not watching that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here being a man on social media. You guys don't understand. You guys are watching Love Island, and Love Island's coming to our algorithm every day for some reason. Just girls in bikinis. I don't get it. I'm literally. It sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm dead ass serious. I'm trying. You try. You got to try as a man to get rid of that shit. It's crazy. These women are predators out here, trying to get you in trouble for no reason.
It's hard out here to have a clean For You page.
Thought you were gonna say something else, brother. Glad we went straight to For You page.
That's a quote. Back in my days, it was hard to have a good For You page. Their For You pages in the future are just going to be just fucking
Beamed into your head.
Yeah, it's just perfect. Like,
What do you mean? Our Lord and Savior Donald Trump is gonna tell you what you're interested in?
yeah. The Trump app.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's acceptable to like.
China.
You can choose one of 7.
It's just different Trump videos. Just his best quotes, and then like him dancing, and then like, I don't know.
Trying to sell you shoes.
Yeah, his new products.
Gold shoes and Bibles.
Gold shoes, Bibles, coins, fucking cologne.
I feel like he's gonna look like that guy
Green cards.
from Dune or whatever. The guy
Yeah,
in the
the guy
hot
from
tub.
Dune, the guy
yeah,
that
they're just
floats,
gonna have
yeah.
him in like like some tub floating.
You seen Dune?
No.
Really?
That's crazy, bro.
I
That-
think I watched like some of it on the plane back from.
You need to
when we were
watch
coming
it,
back from Dreamville.
You need
That
to.
shit was
That's
crazy.
like
I
Those
liked what I saw. I was like, yo, this shit's nuts.
the first, and the second one's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second one's like, just those are good movies.
It just reminded me of Mad Max. Like it was very similar to like. I mean, I don't know if it's the setting because they're like.
Yeah,
out
it's
in
more
the
the setting.
Yeah,
It's
I think
more the
that's what it
setting,
is. Yeah.
When you get more into it, you realize it deviates from Mad Max a lot.
Yeah, it's like it's especially the second one. You get a lot more
It's way more
understanding.
It's like a
Nice.
futuristic.
Yeah, and then, yeah, if you're listening, you haven't watched Dune, go watch them. Especially if you like sci-fi or like, I mean, you like all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
All those different like movies with different worlds,
Yeah.
because they do a really good job. And the third one comes out next year. It comes out on the same day as Avengers Doomsday.
Really?
The same day, bro.
So you're gonna be at the movies all day.
Me and Karina already talked about it. She's gonna take the day off, and we're gonna watch both of them because they're both gonna be 3 hours long. So that's gonna be a long night of the movies, but I'm gonna do it. There's no way I can't, like, especially because like we're talking about social media. If there's a movie that you want to see, you have to go see it the night that it comes out, because you just get shit on X or like Threads. Instagram is not really that bad with like spoilers and shit like that, but X and Threads, if a movie comes out, immediately you know stuff that happens.
Why you use Reddit, bro?
I haven't seen anything on
Threads for a couple days.
Yeah, I haven't seen Happy Gilmore, so I've been trying to like not.
What?
You haven't seen the first one?
No, the second one.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, no, the second one.
What?
No, yeah, of course I've seen the first one. That's a classic.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one either.
But yeah, everybody's talking about it at work and stuff. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear it. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you got to stay off, like, especially
Yeah.
because they're quick.
Yeah,
they'll ruin shit for you.
On a lot of the meme subreddits or a lot of like the movie ones will have like a rule, like 4 will be like no spoilers for like 20 days after the movie's released.
Yeah.
So you can't even make a meme, because sometimes you watch a meme, you're like, oh, you fucker, you got me. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a spoiler. And yeah, that kind of sometimes ruins it for you, especially if it's like a big plot point or something,
Right.
From like something else before, or like especially like an Avengers movie.
Threads actually just added a feature. Now when you post something, you can. I think Reddit does it too. Like you can label it spoiler.
Yeah.
So you have to click it to like
Reveal
see
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Threads does the same thing. It
that's
like
nice.
covers it in like these sparkles thing, and if you want to see the spoiler, you can click it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I don't think X does that, but
Threads was so much harder to like. I couldn't clean up the For You page or
booties?
bro. I don't know.
Threads?
Bro, I open up Threads. I deleted Threads because I'm like, dude, this is all it
Now-
is.
now I'm getting
It's literally
suspicious.
all
Really?
it is,
Now I'm
bro.
getting
I
suspicious.
swear to God. And I
Well,
never use Threads.
you should probably get back on it because
I don't use it. And so the thing about Threads that the reason I deleted it is because, like we just talked about, you work so hard to clean up your Instagram.
yeah.
It's so fucking stupid because it's unintentional. You don't even whatever. But then when you're scrolling, you know how when you scroll on Instagram and then you see
You
the
see a little
threads,
recommended. Yeah.
yeah, it'll be like this person posted a thread. Or, it's like people I don't even know. They're not even from Arizona. They're just chicks, like models.
Yeah.
And they're just ass and titties. Like that's all it is. And then I'm like scrolling because you know it scrolls sideways. It goes scrolls left to right because there's multiple. And I'm like, no, this is all it is. Like, dude, I can't get on Threads.
That
I don't use it at all, anyways.
you
so
should
I just
probably.
deleted
You
it.
should. How long ago did you delete it?
Like maybe 2-3 months ago.
You should probably get back on. I mean, you don't obviously.
I don't use it.
Did you use Twitter though?
I use Twitter for sneakers and stuff like.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I have like post notifications for a bunch
Yeah.
of sneaker
I
sneaker pages.
I think it's a little different now because I don't see any of that at all. But on the opposite end of that, it's like supercharged for your interest, which is kind of annoying. Which is like it's kind of like being ungrateful because you're like, I want what I want to see, but then it gives me everything I want to see. I'm like, I don't want to see all this because like you'll post or like something about Fantastic Four or Superman or whatever, and then literally every fucking post you see is Superman. It's like, you can switch it up a little bit for me, you know?
Yeah.
You're seeing the same thing. So I don't know. I guess they're working on an algorithm, but yeah.
Still new.
Shout out to I do want to say a shout out to the DC Comics fans on Threads. That's it.
That's it.
No explanation. Just kidding. Shout out to the DC Comics fans on Threads because I made a post about DC Comics asked about because I just watched Superman and it was pretty good. And I've been reading a lot of Marvel comics, so I was like posted about Superman. Was like, which comic should I be interested or should I check out? And literally, bro, the post got like 80,000 views and like hundreds and comments or thousands of comments. I forget. It just kept coming. So shout out to you guys. You're probably gonna see this on Threads. Shout out DC Comics on Threads. Even the CEO of DC Comics replied to me.
Nice.
And another writer who wrote for Marvel and who's now writing for DC, he responded to.
That's
So
dope.
I just want to say a quick shout out to you guys. Thank you for all the recommendations.
It's so weird how the random posts blow up like that.
Yeah.
Like my cousin, he posted on one of my cousins posted on TikTok, and he was like at fucking Goodwill, dude. He had and he's just like messing with something that he found at Goodwill, and it was just a dumb little, maybe not even 10-second clip, dude. There was like companies, like corporations, commenting on his shit, like all over the place. It had like over 1 million views, and like I think over 1,000 comments, like something ridiculous. And he couldn't stop talking about how crazy the post went. But I'm like,
Yeah.
it's the most random things that go viral like
Yeah.
that. Like, it's weird. I don't get it. But that's dope.
Yeah.
CEO.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. All the like, cause I'm fairly new to the comics, so it wasn't like it's cool, but I didn't like fanboy about it, you know, even though I maybe should, cause like people were like, "No way, bro, Dan Slott," and I already forgot the other guy's name, the CEO. I forgot his name, but they responded, "Bro, you should print that out and put it on your wall." Like it was like a big deal to all of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, yeah, okay. Maybe I'll print it out and then find him and sign it and then sell it for
There you go.
$2,000. Do you guys ever catch yourself like with your posture?
Oh, I have the worst. I have the worst posture.
I don't
My
even
mom used to
realize
tell
it
me growing
till,
up,
like,
like,
sometimes-
dude, straighten up your back.
Yeah, like sometimes I just like I'll straighten up. I'm like, what the fuck? I can feel my the muscles.
It hurts to straighten up.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's not good.
Yeah.
I don't remember feeling. I mean, I guess we're getting older, but I don't remember feeling that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you see like that old guy walking down the street. And he's like,
Yeah,
I'm like, how did that happen? And now I'm looking at him like, wait, I know. When I sit in a chair and I'm like,
you on your phone?
Yeah. Like that's how I feel. And then I see that old guy. I'm like, that's gonna be me, where I literally can't even be straight up. I'm like hunched over with a cane that's like half my size.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably gonna be like a lot of humans.
Yeah.
You know, just sitting in our cars,
We
desk jobs, phones. You know?
Yeah.
We just start evolving that way. Just
Yeah.
all hunchback.
Kids are just born that way.
Yeah.
They come out like this.
They're like dolphins. Like arched.
Yeah, it is weird. Like when because a lot of the stuff you want to do just you can't like if you want to read, even if you're reading, you know what I mean? Like what's the right way to read?
You
Like
listen.
you have to you know what I mean? Like you can't, I mean, you could do this, you know, you could read your book like this, but fuck.
Look like you're reading a
yeah,
newspaper.
right.
Yeah, they had to figure it out then, bro. Newspapers. Yeah.
Make the pages uncomfortably wide and
Yeah,
tall, so you
giant.
have to read it.
You just have these big ass books just like this. I don't know. Or this is what it is. Meta glasses. That's what's gonna fix posture. So our generation is gonna have poor posture. The next is gonna have great because they're gonna have these glasses, and they're not gonna have to look down at their phones. Their phone's gonna be right in front of them, or their books are gonna be right in front of them. The television's gonna be right in front of them. Their iPad's gonna be right in front of them. It's gonna be a screen right there. Just have it on and just boop boop. That's it.
They have
Great posture.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
it at
great posture and
CES.
blindness.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather have?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Why you need your eyes if you can just adjust it? You know what I mean?
True, you're just gonna look down.
Yeah, like if everything you need, like if you're too blind to like, you know, if your eyes get fucked up, and because I mean they're obviously gonna get worse as we age. If you can't read something and you have your meta glasses, you just zoom in.
Turn up the resolution.
Yeah, zoom in, bro. What does that say? Oh, I see it. Okay.
Yeah, there's audiobooks.
Yeah.
As long as you're not deaf, you're good.
Well, what if you're deaf?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't use my eyes to read. I hate reading. I listen. I listen to books. I can't. I've never been.
It's definitely. I definitely had to like work on it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't read when I was younger until I got older, and then, but mine was like an attention thing. When I was younger, when I started reading, I would just start thinking of just random shit. Like I just couldn't continue.
Yeah.
But I had to like
Same.
learn to like keep like I'll read something. I'm like fuck, and I'll go back and start reading again.
That's my thing. Is
Yeah.
I read the same page like 5 times. I'm
So-
like, dude, I'm done with this.
It's definitely like
Can't
a
do
muscle.
this all day.
It's definitely like a muscle you have to work on. 'Cause
Yeah, yeah.
I can do it now. I'm not for like really long periods of time, but yeah, I think that's all gonna go away. Shout out Mark Zuckerberg.
It's gonna be meta.
Oh yeah, he's already working on it.
I know he
He's
is.
in there. Who else is doing it?
What, the metaverse?
Just augmented reality or virtual reality. Nobody else isn't really invested. Like nobody's doing that much work. He has the partnership with Meta with Ray-Bans. You know, they have those glasses.
Didn't they just make Oakley's?
Oakley's is it Oakley's?
Yeah, I think
Well, maybe they're doing
just made
both.
Oakley's.
Yeah. So
Pretty sure.
that is just like a camera and like little things
Yeah.
like audio. Like I think it has speakers and you can listen to music or listen to books. Or
They're
whatever.
getting good too.
And then he's also doing like R&D on like a separate, because he has the Oculus, you know, but he's doing R&D in like a actual glass product, like that's basically Meta but in glasses, so that you can see things in your world, you know. And
Did you see the Lex Friedman when they like FaceTimed each other, basically with the
and with their fake avatars?
Their avatars
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like real people.
yeah
That's nuts. That's next.
yeah
That's like the next big thing. Like you're literally just in a, I mean, and they were just in a black space. Like it's just a dark space and
Yeah.
it's just their avatars. But eventually you're gonna be able to walk around like that.
Yeah.
In a metaverse, in a
Yeah.
world.
If you can't make it to the podcast, you just walk in and just sit down right there and then just put it in the Star Wars, bro. Actually better than Star Wars. It was just holograms.
Isn't that's what they were doing for like NBA games during the pandemic? They were like putting people in seats virtually.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
I think you had to pay to get a virtual
You
seat.
get a virtual, so it looks like the stadium's full.
Yeah, like the players were like
Was it
running
just
up and down.
screens?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Was it like screens on the seats or like? What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know exactly how they did it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they were just like virtual, like I don't know. It was weird. I don't remember.
I remember.
It was a blur.
I remember that because when we went to a game, I was like, "What the hell is all that?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, that was when they did the virtual seat thing." And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And they were saying that like during COVID, it was big because like they wanted to make the stadium like you don't imagine all the basketball players and the stadium's fucking empty because no one can
Yeah.
be in there. That's awkward.
Yeah.
But if you have like it
Just
looks like there's
sneakers
people out
and-
there. Yeah, exactly. Just hear the
Squeaking on the
speaker-
ground,
Yeah,
yeah.
no cheering or
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
They're not gonna be playing music or DJ for what, you know?
Yeah.
So I think they kind of had that to like make that perception and make them feel like they're still in the.
Yeah, I think it was like screens with like their faces only. Like it was
okay.
the weirdest thing
It
ever.
was
'Cause
weird.
I remember they were like making a big deal. They were like, "Oh, Lil Wayne popped up in the front row or something," and it's just like a face or something.
just
It was-
FaceTimed.
Yeah, super weird.
I did, because we were talking about deaf people. If a deaf person came up to you and they had one opportunity, one shot to do everything they ever wanted. I'm just kidding. If they had the opportunity to listen to one song,
Oh jeez.
what song do you think you would play them?
Dude, have you seen those fucking videos where the dude he puts on like hearing aids and it's the first
Yeah,
time
and
he
it's his
can
wife
hear- Yeah, and
talking.
he's like crying. He's
yeah,
he's like take him off.
That's not real, bro.
I know.
Get that out of here.
Every time I think about that, I just
Yeah.
talk about
That guy's actually, he's a co-host on the PBD podcast. I don't know if he's listening to PBD, but but yeah, what song?
That's really hard. Because like I wouldn't want to give him like, I don't know. I could give him something like some trap, just troll him.
Some Gucci Man?
I think it'd be like
Chief
reggae.
Keef?
Yeah,
Nah, like
exactly.
some Bob Marley or
Some
something
Bob Marley.
like.
But like, wouldn't you want to give him like Beethoven's Fifth or something like iconic or you know what I mean? Like
I mean, Bob Marley's iconic as fuck.
I'm not
it
saying
just
he's
makes
not.
you feel. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's what I was thinking too. Because I saw that on Threads, and it's hard for me too because like I only listen to like like hip hop or like R&B, a little.
Yeah,
And
I
I just
wouldn't play
I
him
feel like
any
it's
rap.
not. That's not like. There's not like some
Maybe
rap
Biggie,
song that you would be
Juicy.
like, I need this deaf person. This has to be the one song they hear that's in rap. I feel like it has to be something outside of that for sure.
Yeah, think about something like when you hear the song, it
Melodic.
makes you feel like a type of way.
Yes, and that's
Like-
what Bob Marley, like any reggae type, but like classic or like
every little thing
Hendrix.
is gonna
I was
be
thinking
alright.
like think about like the national anthem or something like that.
The national anthem.
Just hear me out here for a second. Hear me
Okay,
out here.
Trump.
Let's just who is this person, right? Like who is this deaf guy? Is he a veteran or something?
Jamaican.
You know what I mean? Okay, well then yeah, hit him with the Bob Marley. I'm just saying I feel like it depends on the person. Like if
Would've
this is
played
like
a national anthem for anybody.
listen, dude, what if he's like some World War II vet that's like, you know what I mean, that got deaf in the war or something and hasn't heard it, or whatever. I don't fucking know. I feel like you could play something like iconic for someone that doesn't have to be like
This motherfucker's
a
a
fucking
national.
random Bob Marley song from like one of his third albums or something. I feel like I'd want it to
But
be
Beethoven
like
type stuff is like, I don't know why that's always been like something that you see in like commercials or like movies or like,
true.
and they use it in like corny parts too of movies like that.
Yeah,
type
like
of
a
stuff.
cheesy
So-
part where it's not
Exactly.
fitting, but it is
Yeah.
fitting because
Yeah.
it's comedy kind of.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. It's tough.
Well, if you're listening, if you run into a deaf person and they said, "Hey, I can only hear," well, I guess they would say it, but if they signed it, I can only hear one song. What song would you want to play them? Let me know. Let us know. I don't know though. That is tough. But I mean, if my only option is rap, if my playlist and it's my iPod, I don't have an iPod, but if I only had an iPod,
Drake.
No, it wouldn't be Drake. It wouldn't be Drake. Would it be Drake? No, it wouldn't be Drake. But yeah, so my only option would be rap, unfortunately. So
Probably try to go with like jazz or something classic.
Yeah.
Beethoven or just something, man.
but you have to pick something you know though.
I have to like know the name of the song.
You got because it's in your catalog, bro. So what are you gonna play then?
Oh, I can find something in there. I just don't know the name of the song. I certainly have some oldies in my playlist.
I don't think I could do Drake. I mean, there's nothing that great.
Bob Marley, Three Little Birds.
Three Little Birds, Bob Marley.
Yes.
I think mine would have to be a Kid Cudi song.
There you go.
That's something worth like the pleasurable listen. You know what I mean? Just hearing Cudi
It's like
moaning.
psychedelic. It's
Yeah.
like puts you in a different.
Yeah. If you're deaf and you just hear Cudi moaning, you start moaning yourself. They both would be moaning. You know what I mean? Or humming. No, he doesn't moan. He hums. I'm sorry, Cudi. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Cut that out.
Different video.
That was Diddy. That was the Diddy trial.
And
Wow.
yeah, that actually would be perfect because if Cudi's humming, they can't speak either, so they can hum with him. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying it like in a bad way. I'm just saying like they could. All right, cut that.
That's
Jude.
a good point.
I'm just saying they could hum along. You know, can't sing along, but they could hum along.
True.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Cudi song.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of Happiness. Yeah, definitely. That'd be one of them.
Like, Heaven at Night. Just,
Yeah.
that little beginning and just the way he maybe.
Up and Away.
Yeah.
I'll be up and away. That's a pretty happy song.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, it had to be a Cudi song.
Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
I don't know about Michael Jackson, but he's a pedophile.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Well, so is Donald Trump. So.
Yeah, and he's the president.
Release the Epstein files.
Shit's crazy.
There is none, bro.
You see, like he's
What
doing all this
files?
stuff to like release, like he's like blaming Obama
Yeah,
and stuff.
he's doing all kinds of shit, bro.
Dude, he's
He's going nuts.
He's doing anything and everything possible to try to change the subject.
that dude would start World War III tomorrow to cover that shit up.
Here are the MLK files. Wrong files, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you can declassify files. Thanks.
That's definitely a full episode podcast worthy.
Yeah.
That whole thing, because we're definitely gonna talk about that. Maybe even next episode because it's current. You know.
Channel 5 did an interview with Hunter Biden.
I saw that, bro. Where he's talking about crack.
Yeah.
I didn't see the whole thing. I only saw clips.
Just and then there's this part where he's like talking about like what Trump's done. He's like, imagine if my dad went up there instead of we're doing all these deals and all this stuff and my his papers and everything full, like it would be a disaster for our entire party. But Trump does it and he's a hero. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm like, so true. It's so crazy how he's been like idolized for like kind of being an idiot.
Like
yeah.
a god, dude.
Basically, like he can't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's like politicians should be judged at like the highest level because they have so much control and power over like what we do and our like represent us, right? Represent our
Yeah.
ideas. So like
Yeah.
if they're not doing that, they should like immediately be taken out of that power or given a chance to like correct it. And if not, what are they still doing here? Like
Yeah.
how many more things can you do to like even get considered for impeachment, right?
Bro, people are like marching in fucking Scotland.
Mhm.
Like they're like, you're not welcome here.
Yeah.
Because he's in Scotland, like playing golf, and they're like, of
course he is.
dude, they're marching in the streets like Donald Trump is not welcome here. Like,
I gotta watch.
crazy.
I gotta watch that whole. I'll watch the whole interview of Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we'll cut some clips and
I gotta
we'll play
watch
it.
it
We'll
too.
play it, and then that'll be pretty funny
So
because I know some of the clips were great.
It was so good.
Yeah,
he's smart as fuck.
Yeah,
He's
people
pretty
are like
smart.
saying he's kind of like if Joe Biden was like not so like slow, you know.
Yeah.
He's pretty sharp. Like he's a sharp Biden.
Yeah, I saw. Like you could tell like his like mannerisms too. It was like literally, I mean, that's what happens when you have a kid. It's just a little clone, but
Yeah.
just the way he was speaking. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Hunter Biden and crack.
Yeah, he was like, I think it was part of saying I was drinking like a handle a day or something. He
That's
was
what he's
saying he was saying he was drinking like a handle a day for like, I don't know if he said years or months. I don't remember, but he was like, it was a while, and I was like, oh god.
He's Charlie Sheen, then
Basically, yeah, he was explaining like everything. I was like,
a handle a day is tough.
Yeah.
Wasn't it his coke that they found at the White House?
Allegedly.
allegedly.
That shit's crazy.
That actually is making me think of something that I did want to talk about. I think I mentioned it to Zach or something. It's weird that like I know people use substances and like people do it because like maybe some people like want to take the pain away of something or like, and I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about just like us. I mean, I don't know fully if you guys do anything like that to take the pain away, but from what I see, it's like a recreational thing,
Yeah, social drinking.
It's weird. Like, why do you think? I've noticed that it's just. Why do you think it's like a man thing or like men? And I'm not because women do other things, but it's always like like people in relationships. It's like the girls just chilling, and then for some reason us men always want to. Us men, are like hitting a vape, or, or like popping a Zyn, or having our beers, and then the women just like they have like a margarita.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like why are we? What do you think is making us that way, or like why are we more?
Just fucking degenerates, dude. I don't know.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I don't understand. I understand if, like I said, I understand the substance abuse for things that take the pain away to things to, you're not feeling good or whatever, and you just want to feel better. But sometimes you're just like in a normal mood, and we're just like, oh, we want something, but why? Why do the women not want it, but we want it?
I don't know. I don't know. Be stimulated by something. I don't.
Do you guys ever think about that? Like when like if you're passing the vape, all the men are gonna hit the vape. The women, for the most part, just don't even care, or they're looking at all their boyfriends like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like the way we look at them when they're watching Love Island. It's the same shit.
That's our trade off. That's their buzz. But yeah, I was just sitting there wondering because we're just like something for some reason we want some kind of like buzz when they don't, and I don't know why.
I don't know. Buzz is good. I like a buzz.
I guess it could just be like how long it's been around for men and how long it's been around for women. Like in modern society, like women have been able to like smoke or drink or even have jobs in like the long scale of things, right? Like a woman couldn't participate in any of that, especially back in the day. More recently, they've kind of had that freedom, and I think that's kind of why they're like, it's less attractive to them versus us. It's almost like ingrained. You know what I mean? You'll go back and look at the old videos,
Right,
and it's always a guy smoking a cigarette or a cigar or
our nature.
or a pipe, or he has a pint, or even a Viking having ale. You know what I mean? Like even all the way back to then. You know what I mean? Versus like women, they were never that until more recently when they got that freedom.
So you think it imprinted in us a little bit?
Yeah, and even not even in every place. That's just like in the places where they do have that freedom. You can go to other countries where like women aren't even allowed to drink at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? That still exists or don't have those liberties. So I think that's kind of why it's not as like, for us it's like we have the privilege. We've had it for so long and it's been part of what we do. It's almost like part of our identity in a way. Almost passed down, but not genetically, and just so you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's a weird.
It is weird,
and it's like in
even,
society too, like in everything.
Yeah, I even think about it like when we were younger. Like as soon as you turn 18, you want to go buy like I don't know, like you go buy like a Black and Mild or something, or But the women weren't doing the same thing. Like it was just the guys like, oh, you want to smoke? I don't know. It's just like because I understood like I've dealt with other things in the past. I did that for certain reasons, but now like obviously I don't have that kind of mental state. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I pop us in, and it feels good, it's a little buzz. But like, why isn't Karina interested in having that little buzz? Because it feels good, you know what I mean? But she's just like, nah. Or like, the girls are not. I mean, there's girls that do it, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
I feel like they're also more cautious of altering their mindset just to like protect themselves. You know, like if you
From us.
from men,
Yeah.
when you're out in you know what I mean, yeah, and so you build that like defensive mechanism too, where you're like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Versus we're like,
yeah,
No,
they
that
have
doesn't
more to
happen.
worry about.
Yeah.
They got to
Yeah.
watch over their shoulder. When they're walking to their car from the bar, like whatever. When they're out, they got to be careful. You know, like they're more preyed upon than we are. Like we're just like, fuck it. I could be drunk as fuck walking down the street and not have a worry in the world. But girls, like they're like freaking out, all that stuff. I don't know.
and even when they're with us, we're doing that already, like you said.
Yeah.
So if we go to a bar or something together and they're also doing that, then they're like, well, he's obviously intoxicated. He's not paying attention to me.
Yeah.
And now I'm like lost all my sense. Now, you know what I mean? Something could happen. So it could be part of that. Maybe we're like doing like over dramatizing that a little bit, but like,
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of little things that kind of go into play with that. Where like they don't always want to have like an altered mindset. Where I don't know. I feel like we do. Not always. Not every guy, right?
Yeah.
But
And not all the time, but most of the time.
And there are exceptions. There are those girls that are those stoners that are
Right, yeah.
You know, so
for sure.
maybe it's just from our experience because that could be totally false.
Yeah, that's
If
what
you
I was
take
thinking
the
too.
numbers up to everybody in the world.
I feel like that's what I'm thinking too. Is like just it's only based on my experience for the most part. You know what I see like from the people around. You know, it's like it's just what I've seen. So I don't know if that applies everywhere. But
when you go to a bar anywhere, you literally see mostly guys sitting there, and like a couple girls. And you go to like a baseball game, and it's mostly guys with all beers sitting there, a couple girls.
Yeah.
So like I get what you're saying. Like I think it's one of those where that probably actually supports the data. It's just we don't have it in front of us to know what it actually is. So
pretty interesting.
I'm sure someone's studied it in like some kind of social science or some kind of psychology.
Yeah.
Where they've done some research on like why men use substances and women use them less.
Yeah.
And like if you look at the girls that I know that actually drink, like friends and cousins and stuff, like they're like that they like to drink like with the boys is because they grew up with the boys. They grew up with the guy cousin or a brother or somebody that that's how they were raised and that's what they were around. So I don't know.
So the men are just ruining things.
Maybe. Men create the environment that they want around them. We're really good about doing that, right? Like everything's very convenient for us. All the, you go anywhere in like a theater and like the line in the bathroom for the girls is like fucking down the hallway, and the guys are just like, we're walking in and out.
Yeah.
Like everything, the whole way our society was set up, like white men can own land and all that. You know what I mean? At least in the U.S., how that's all been kind of integrated into society, and even now. You know what I mean? We want alcohol. Well, now it's available everywhere. You know what I mean? Literally anywhere you can get it. 24 hours for the most part, right?
Yeah.
That's how it is, right? How many places do you go? What we were talking about this the other day, the bikini coffee.
Yeah, bikini beans.
Yeah.
How many bikini beans have only males that work there?
Bikini balls.
Probably 0, right? They don't got no bikini dads.
Bikini. Let's start it, bro. Bikini balls.
Yeah, I mean, you can try, but there's a reason that there's Hooters and not the other thing.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is, That's how it works. It's a weird society, but that's how it is. It's very male dominated. And as a man, you don't realize like that you've had like an access card the whole time, to get through the levels. And when you see it from like a girl's perspective, or they tell you, you're like, dang, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
There's probably like 100 strip clubs, females strip clubs, compared to like one. Every 100 female strip clubs, there's like one male strip club.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that, which is crazy.
And then it's probably not even filled with women. It's probably filled with guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep.
Guys are animals.
That's the way society's worked, and it's changed now, right? Things are changing.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming more accessible for everybody, but just so hard to change where we've come from in our roots. We're seeing it now.
Yeah.
Even hundreds of years later, we're seeing people still have the idea of like wanting to have segregation or separation, or don't believe in like everyone having equal rights based on insert different thing here, religion or sex or gender or whatever. When, in my opinion, and I thought we were way past that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? After the civil rights and everything, you would think we would have mostly move on after hundreds of years, but apparently,
Yeah.
apparently that's not always true. So
I think I mean, you see it, but I think with that, like with that kind of stuff, it's like, it's just those people are loud.
true.
Are louder. You know what I mean? But I think for the most part, like the progress is there. You know what I mean? It's just,
It is.
it just seems
The progress is there. It's
bigger
just,
than it is because of the internet and because of the loudness of them.
I just feel like it's an unnecessary step back. It's like, are we still debating flat Earth? Like, guys, come on. We have cameras in space looking down. Like, how is this a thing? You know, or like,
Yeah.
just in general, like, I get it. Like, you're not always, and not everybody in society is going to move forward at the same pace. But like, there's just some people that aren't even trying to go the same direction as us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, humanity is going this way, and they're like going the other way. It's like they're different than a bump in a road. You know what I mean? In my opinion, and it's just now that they have the platform, like you're saying, social media, and you
Yeah.
have everything. You could be a content creator. You can be some famous person that's never talked about their beliefs, but now you have 10 million followers because you
Right.
did some really important movie, and then you're like, I'm gonna say some shit, and now all those people got to hear what you said and maybe like what you say or like you as an actor, and now maybe also attach themselves to your belief, and that's not good because like just because you were some like good looking
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
doesn't mean you should have this platform of 10 million people
Yeah.
or whatever, right? But that's what the society we live in, right? Where anyone can have a platform and a microphone, and they can just say something, and we want them to have freedom of speech, but then there's like, where do we draw the line? You know?
There's
Or, like, we're talking about
consequences of that.
misinformation and
Yeah.
everything. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
that's yeah.
That's why I'll probably end it on this, but what you're saying is like kind of what I was saying, you know, about the podcast, and like I don't want us to be that, you know? And I think I thought about like a lot of our past podcasts, and when we first started, I had just like really started paying attention to politics. And so like a lot of things that we talked about, I maybe didn't push back as much as I wanted to. Not because I didn't agree, but because like I didn't have I didn't have the perspective to like, and the whole idea of like when I started was because I've listened, like I've had years now since we started to listen to podcasts, and I've realized like a lot of them, they start like they're supposed to be this anti like mainstream media, you know, and be authentic and be unbiased. And a lot of them start like that. They say that, and then, you know, it just starts to like, they just start veering off a little bit, and then they never go back to like, if they're for one side, they're not,
Yeah.
like what you're saying is they have millions of followers now, you know, and now they're not even allowing their millions of followers to even see the other side of something because they're so entrenched in it, you know?
Right.
And so the idea when I first thought about the podcasting like years ago, it was kind of that. Like, that's why I wanted to call it the method, like the Medina method, like the method of thinking of both sides, you know, and seeing both sides. And I think when we first started, I couldn't even like, I thought I did, but now I kind of have a lot more, you know, I guess information to run off of. And so I want to like moving forward, you know, if we do dig into stuff like that, is to make sure that we're not one of those
Presenting one side.
and saying like, this is what you should think, you know, or like because of this, this, and this, and like because we think that.
Right.
We can say what we think, and I'm okay with us saying what we believe, but it has to be, you know,
I mean,
has-
authentic to yourself, authentic to your own self and your own beliefs and whatever you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it has to be also, like if we're talking about something, I also want us to point out why these people are thinking this way, not just you're wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just because if it gets to that point where you are somebody who has those followers and
Then you become the far right podcast or the
then
far left.
you become the
podcast,
mainstream media that you're
Yeah.
saying that you don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're biased. I mean,
captured.
And obviously, we're still going to be. You're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have. We're human, so you're gonna have one side that you believe in more.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's. You have to have a little bit of, I guess, fairness when you're defending your ideas or like trying to express your ideas. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so if you're listening, when we go into that, I'm going to try my best to like, lay it out there, and then we'll talk about it. And you're going to realize that we're on one, we lean towards one side or whatever, but I want to make sure that I like represent the other side in a way. And
I think it's important to understand the other side so you know, so you can understand like, okay, this is what they see, and here's maybe how you can not necessarily convince everybody to come to your side, but like make them see your perspective as well.
Yeah.
If you don't understand where they're coming from, then you're just going to be basically talking at them instead of giving them like, hey, I see why you think the earth is flat, but here's some evidence why, or here's some things that we can look at to see why I think you're wrong, and then listen to their side of the story or their facts and go. Because they also have the same argument. They go, it is flat, and here's why I think it is. Here's all the evidence that you have, and you can go, okay, let's go through that one point at a time and talk about it, right?
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Even in like, even if it's something like ridiculous, like I still would like to, like, even if it's like that, like, like it. I mean, I know none of us are a fan of Trump, right? If we're gonna talk about him and we're gonna talk about what he's doing and what we don't like, and we can't just call them stupid and ignorant and saying like you just don't understand. Well, let's explain and talk about the real, like, because people that are on one side, like they have just as much emotional stake in their side,
Yeah.
And for us to pretend like that's not real, or they're just lying, or they're evil, or whatever is terrible.
Yeah.
And I see, like, I mean, we're just talking about politics right now, but like I said, like I've listened to podcasts and they started off unbiased, and then I see them just veer off, and it's just like completely, they're not unbiased anymore, and they won't call out anything on their side either.
Yeah.
And that's like, we need to do that too, I mean, right now Trump's president, so whatever, but
But Biden did a lot of fucked up shit too.
Yeah, it's just you need to.
Biden didn't release the files either.
You need to play
like that type shit.
Lock them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to explain it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to convince.
Right.
Not convince, just get it all out there. If we talk about politics, people, I'm going to try my best. We will try our best. Because obviously it's hard. You can't just like, it's not easy when you're heated about things, or you maybe know more. It's easy to just like say you're wrong or you're dumb, or
Yeah. I mean, I think it's more like nature to just defend your own belief or your perspective. You don't really fight for the other side generally.
Yeah.
Generally.
But I mean, that's a part of that's why conversation is good, talking about things like issues like that, like political issues, because there is two sides, and sometimes there's like fucking 10 sides where there's people that didn't vote for either of them, and they voted for some random Joe Schmo that was on the ballot for their own reason, or if it was a protest vote or whatever. There's so many other, it's not just two-sided.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the dominant sides, but there's even more perspective other than those two.
Yeah.
And there's people on the outside looking in, especially not even from here, that are just like, you guys are all fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys are just insane over there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's different perspectives, and we should shed light on all that.
Yeah.
Not just one side.
Yeah, because we're probably going to get into that next episode. I think next episode should be time for the Trump thing, because I think enough has happened so far. So, and with that, like I said, it's going to be easy to just shit on him with it, but we can lay it all out, like it's not. I mean, there's a lot of weird shit with that, regardless, conspiracies left or right. But if we talk about that, I will try my best to make it a fair conversation. And then on the parts where we're talking shit, I will post it on Truth Social just to make them angry and rage bait them.
Tag them.
And
Forced engagement. Got him.
or on X. X is pretty much also Truth Social. X is ridiculous. All right. We had too many technical difficulties, so we're gonna end this right here. Thank you guys for listening to episode 1. We will see you next week. And if you're still listening, hit like, hit share, hit the Spotify share, hit the thumbs up. I don't know what Spotify does, but do they have a thumbs up?
Subscribe. I think
Subscribe.
It's like,
Do all that. And we will see y'all next week. Thank you for listening.
Release the Epstein files.
Release the Epstein files.
What files?